Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all right. So, in this lesson, we're going to begin our discussion on operations strategy. What is the operation strategy? It is, of course, all the objectives that are combined given to the operations department, which includes reducing wastage, improving efficiency and productivity, improving quality, reducing costs. How does operational department actually go about planning its processes in such a way that all these objectives are achieved is what we will discuss throughout operation strategy. And before we can go towards the actual strategy and the different methods we use under it, I first wanted to highlight how the operations department is so delicately linked and so much dependent upon all the other departments within the organization doing their part to help the operations achieve their objective. And of course, we know that besides the operations department, you will find the marketing, the human resource, as well as the finance departments in any business. Now, the operations department is closely linked with all three. In other words, without the help of these three, the operations department cannot achieve their own objectives. And of course, none more so than with marketing. Marketing and operations work together, hand in hand. One is dependent on the other very much, as the other is dependent on the first one. So, first, let's look at how the marketing department helps the operations and what are the things that marketing provides to the operations department. And as we know, since operations is part of dealing with production, the level of output, the expected demand is the first thing that you need to know. And that comes from the marketing department. The type of product that's required, the color, the shape, the type, the styles, anything that the consumers want in their product, that is identified by the marketing department. Additionally, yes, quality management is the responsibility of operations, but identifying what the consumers expect and what they require as quality is the job of the marketing department. So, on the one side, there are all these crucial pieces of information that marketing will provide to operations. On the flip side, operations also lends a hand to the marketing department, and that can come through any new product ideas that the operations team has come up with, and maybe the marketing research people can go and test it out with the customers. The expected delivery time. Since operation takes care of production, they will be able to tell you with some precision the actual delivery time of the product. And of course, the output level. Are we going to be able to meet the expected demand? If it's possible, the operations will let the marketing department know. So, as you can clearly see, these two work closely with one another. Similarly, HR and operations are linked as well. And first, in terms of what HR provides to the operations department is the workforce planning part, the right number of workers, as well as the right skill sets that are required. And if there are any additional skills that the operations department would like its workers to be taught, then training. On top of that, motivation to do more for the company is something that HR will look after for the operations department. In return, the HR will get employee appraisals of the operations department employees so that they can decide the promotions and the increments, as well as any skill requests that they may have so that they can produce at a faster rate perhaps. So again, very closely linked HR and operations. And same way, finance and operations again work together. And in terms of what finance provides to the operations department is, of course, first of all, budgets. The limits within which you should spend your money so that you are not costing the company more. Additionally, we know that operations also involves making your process capital intensive, which means if you're going to bring in more robots, you're going to need more money, and that's where finance will provide that. Additionally, the costing information. A part of operations is also helping figure out what it costs to make one unit, and the cost that goes into it can be calculated easily with the help of the finance department. In return, operations will do the same and provide their information on the unit cost as well as the capital requirements they may have for their production process. So we can clearly see, and as we've established this as concept throughout our syllabus, that all departments work together and one is dependent upon the other one to make sure that overall the business is able to achieve their objective. And if operations has its objectives for that year, it will require the help of all the other three departments to achieve them.